I'm Jim Blakesley, the instructor for the online human resource class. And this semester, you're going to be learning about human resources, the duties, the responsibilities, and just how that department functions. And this is important whether or not you're planning on a career in human resources. That may not be the case for all of you, but it doesn't really matter if you're in any kind of a supervisory role or hoping to maybe open your own business. These are important things to know about this dealing with employees and the human resource area of the organization. So first, you hopefully have already been on Blackboard. You've seen how it's organized. There is a tab on the left-hand side for the syllabus. Uh, you can click on that and read through that. There's also the first line is a easy print copy. Click on that and you'll get a Word document that then you can print it out and refer back to it. It covers the grading procedures and the other requirements that are going to be part of the course. This first week, since we're not going to be meeting in person, I'd like everyone to complete a self-profile. I have already posted mine. You can go in there and read about my background. And as your classmates get their profiles posted, I encourage you to open those up and just like typically on the first day of class that you've attended in the past, you've probably gone around and introduced yourself and said a little bit about you, and that's the role here. That's the purpose. And since we're not going to meet face to face and get to introduce each other, uh, I'm asking that you include a photo. So that way your classmates and I just know a little bit more, about you. The Also out there, the class schedule, we have a assignment calendar. There's a tab for that. That's where if you click on that, there's also a Word document. I suggest you might want to print that out because each week there's going to be reading assignments, and typically there's going to be information, a chapter maybe in a textbook. Then also there's commentaries. You'll see on Blackboard a tab called commentaries. That's what I call them. And this is just some additional information material that I've provided, maybe practical examples of some of the topics that are covered in the textbook. And I might add that both the textbook and the commentaries, the information on both of those are going to be on the test. So it is important that you read both. And each week, typically, there are discussion board topics. You are to read the topic and then go in and create a thread where you add your comments. And the whole purpose of the discussion board is to share these ideas with your classmates, so you should be looking at some other ideas that your classmates have posted. And as this is a business course, there's some business principles I want to follow. Well, one of those is good writing technique. When you're writing on the blackboard or when you're sending emails to each other, I expect those to be professionally written, proper spelling, proper grammar, and just professional in terms of conveying the information that you want to convey. Another business practice that's important is following schedules. We have a schedule with assignments due. Just like in a business, you have customers that you have commitments you've made that you have to complete by a deadline, or you may be assigned a project that you're supposed to complete, and there's a deadline. So we have deadlines that we will be meeting throughout the class. The other area of business that I think is good to understand is teamwork. There's a group project that we're going to be having, and there's really two purposes for that. The project where I'll assign two or three of you to work together is to evaluate a handbook. And it's important to understand the human resource policies and principles that the organization follows. And looking at the handbook will give you that idea, but also having to do this in a teamwork environment, even though it's online where we won't meet face to face, it might be a little bit more challenging, but a lot of businesses operate that way now, where uh, there are locations around the world and they have to communicate with each other in other ways. And so, as part of a team, you're going to be expected to communicate with each other in a timely fashion. You're supposed to you'll be assigned a portion of the project, but you need to complete uh, on a timely fashion so that you can be successful. And that is one of the requirements of this course. So, lastly, just a thought I'd like to leave everyone with. What you get out of this class is going to depend on the amount of effort that you put in, and that's just the way it is in most things in life. The more effort you put in, the more you'll get out of it. So, I'm looking forward to the semester. I have given you my phone number. If you have any questions or problems at any point, please just don't hesitate to contact me, and let's just have a great semester. Thank you.